Dear students, welcome to Little Star. Children, this video is the continuation of the first part of the discussion on a short history of English drama. You must have watched the first video by this time, where I have discussed about the dramas of medieval period, Renaissance period, Elizabethan era, Jacobean period, Restoration period and Victorian period. Children, Victorian period ended in 1901 after the death of Queen Victoria. And here starts the modern period. Duration of modern period is from 1901 to 1945. But children, before we discuss about modern period dramas, we must remember the contribution of two great playwrights who enriched the plays of Victorian period and influenced the dramatists of modern period too. Do you know them? Yes, they are Henrik Ibsen and George Bernard Shaw. Children, Henrik Ibsen hails from Norway. He is a Norwegian playwright. He is famously known as the father of modern English drama. Modern drama was popularized by Henrik Ibsen. The new playwrights were deeply influenced by Ibsen to experiment new dramatic form. His examples were followed by Oscar Wilde, Arthur Miller, Robertson, Galsworthy, James Joyce, George Bernard Shaw, Eugene O'Neill in their plays, which constitute the category of social drama. Henrik Ibsen is ranked as one of the most distinguished playwrights in the European tradition who introduced his own beliefs and judgments into the drama. Ibsen's realist plays A Doll's House, Ghosts, and Enemy of the People were championed by the class of society. Colloquial dialogues, objectivity, tightness of plot, creation of settings, narratives, psychologically complex depictions of the characters in his dramas brought the people close to the drama. Children, I mentioned earlier, modern period starts in 1901 and continued till 1945. George Bernard Shaw became the leading dramatist of his generations. He wrote 60 plays during his lifespan, and some of his classic plays are Pleasant and Unpleasant, Pygmalion, Candida, Man and Superman, Major Barbara, Arms and the Man, The Doctor's Dilemma, and so on. Children, modernism occurs between the two devastating world wars. Between 1914 to 1918, First World War took place, and between 1939 to 1945, Second World War occurred. These two global wars caused heavy losses, miseries, sorrows, pains, dreadful menaces in the world. The aftermath of the wars brought transformation in social, political, economical, cultural movement in the countries. Artistic period was severely affected, rather wounded in Britain too. Granville Barker, John Galsworthy, St. John Irving began to explore contemporary problems in the dramas. The second or the middle phase of modern period drama comprised the plays of Irish movement, being influenced by the Irish playwrights like Lady Gregory, W.B. Yeats, J.M. Synge, using tragic irony with rich English language. The third and the final phase of the modernist English drama comprises plays of T.S. Eliot and Christopher Fry. Children, T.S. Eliot was born in 1880 and departed in 1965. He was an American English playwright who had generous contribution in 20th century's English dramas. T.S. Eliot seems to believe that poetry and drama are unified and they bear closely upon each other. In his opinion, poetry and drama constitute parts of a unity and they are essentially unified modes of literary expressions. Murder in the Cathedral by T.S. Eliot is one such drama called poetic drama or verse drama. T.S. Eliot delineates the permanent struggle of conflicts of human beings, transcending the superficial in his drama. Some of his masterpieces are The Rock, The Confidential Clerk, The Elder Statesman, The Cocktail Party. He was awarded the Nobel Prize in Literature in 1948. Children, modern period finds stream of consciousness drama. Stream of consciousness has been used to describe plays that attempt to represent a character's thought processes visually. Modern playwright John Osborne was born in 1929 in London. And after the closure of Second World War, theatres all over Britain were allowed to reopen. In 1940, during Second World War, a council for the encouragement of music and the arts, in short CEMA, was established. Its aim was to help, support and preserve British culture. After the war, the council was renamed the Arts Council in Great Britain. Children, postmodern period starts and duration of postmodern period is from 1945 till 2000 onwards, and postmodernism marks the departure of modernism. Postmodernism is a broad movement that developed in the mid to late 20th century and across philosophy, architecture, the arts and the criticism. Almost all types of dramas were performed in this period. We see the theatre of the absurd. The theatre of the absurd is a post-World War II designation for particular plays written by a number of European playwrights in the late 1950s. The theatre of the absurd is a phenomenon of 1950s. Waiting for Godot is one such play by Samuel Beckett, where he initiates a theatrical tradition which in fact was reflection of the age in post-World War. The theatre of the absurd influenced Harold Pinter during his lifespan between 1930 to 2008. Tom Stoppard was also influenced by Samuel Beckett. Children, we are introduced to kitchen sink drama in a post-war British style characterized by realistic depiction of life. Jimmy Porter is the play's main character in the drama. Look back in anger. Jimmy Porter is the angry young man who expresses his frustrations for the lack of feelings in his peaceful domestic life. He is angry and dissatisfied at a world that offers him no social opportunities. Here we see a list of dramatists. Both Harold Pinter and Stoppard continued to have new plays produced into the 1990s. Other important playwrights whose careers began in postmodern period, a later part in this century, are Jane Allen, Jeffrey Archer, John Arden, Howard Barker, Peter Barnes, Alan Bennett, Robert Bolt, Leo Butler, Stuart Draper, Neil Dunn, David Edgar, Michael Frayn, Christopher Fry, Simon Gray, Terry Johnson, Peter Morgan, William Nicholson, Nigel Williams, Charles Wood, and many more writers. The playwrights, the dramatists during postmodern period. And here an important new element as the mark of British drama we find from the beginning of radio in the 1920s was the commissioning of plays by BBC Radio. BBC Radio. Use of radio drama was important in 1950s and 1960s, and yes, use of drama from 1960s on for television. In fact, many British playwrights effectively began their careers with the BBC for radio. We got radio drama or audio drama. Modern playwright Carlyle Churchill experiences with professional radio production with BBC radio drama. Her style, her stage work began to be recognized as Royal Court Theatre. Children, these two videos, part 1 and part 2 on a short history of English drama is really very short, made by me. History of English drama is vast, extremely large and impressive and stupendous. Due to shortage of time, I tried to give you just the glimpse of it. Watch both the videos and note down wherever you feel like. I am awfully thankful to the valuable sources which enriched me to speak in front of you, and thank you for your patient hearing. Next day, I shall come with new videos. Kindly like the videos, share the videos, and write your comment in the comment box so that I can come to know about your opinion. Thank you very much and have a nice time.